Have you ever been in a relationship, a supposed marital relationship in this case, whereby you were not happy and you decided to leave? If that is your situation, then this message is for you. You are the reason why I did this video. Or should you know somebody that is in an unfavorable marital situation, but you are already married and you married the right way, then this video is for you. Don't leave. Let's continue. So if you married right, maybe it means that you and your husband were maybe unmarried. You were not in other relationships, so you were unmarried. You've gotten married, you have children, or you don't have children, but maybe you are yet pregnant, or it is new, fresh, you are in the honeymoon, something has come up and you want to live. Let me share a story with you. So there was a certain woman who was given to a man for marriage, and not knowing that the man had found her sister first, okay, and then he loved the sister more. But the father, on the wedding night, supposedly he claimed that the eldest must marry before the youngest. So he gave the oldest or the eldest to the man who had worked or had paid the bride price for the younger sister instead. So the man didn't know he slept with the woman, and the following morning after the honeymoon he has slept with the woman already. He realized that this was the wrong woman. He wanted the younger and he has been given the eldest. He got furious, angry. This woman could be you, the one going through the unfavorable marital relationship. Okay, then the woman could have chosen to leave. In our generation, if she listened to friends or bad people, they would have told her that, oh, leave, this is not the bright place to be. But what did she do? She stayed. And that is my point for you. Okay, because she was already married, her bride price was paid. Talking about, continuing with the story, moving forward, the man went to attack the man, the father of the bride he married. He said that you gave me the wrong bride, I want the original bride. And he said, okay, I'll add this one also, work again. He got married to that one, the one he wanted, and he started maltreating the first one. Okay, so you in this case may be the first one, but she took advantage of the situation. She stayed, she got pregnant, she gave birth severally to about 6 children. Okay, and even that were male children, and then she even had other children, even including a female. Okay, so that was her story. Moving forward, she became a woman. She had her children first before the other woman. She raised her children well. Even her children became great people, and then they bear generations. We celebrate her children currently and all that. Okay, so who is this woman? The woman in question in our scenario today is Leah. Okay, so Leah is a woman who was given out for marriage in this circumstance. Now, how did she navigate? You have already been married, and then the situation is that a man in a feature, in their form, is still a man. I think this is the part that you need to like, subscribe, comment and share, because if you're able to subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button below this video, then you have access to my next topics where I've delved deeper into navigating, etc., about marriage, men being dichotomous and all that situation. I've expanded on it. And if you have not watched our previous video, The Man's World, the sacrifice of a woman and thereafter, where we spoke about how men control the world and not women, how even Delilah was deceived by men, how even Eve was convinced by a devil, in quotes, maybe a man devil, how a Vashti was overthrown from being a queen by the kingdom of men. I delved into the Vashti situation, but I'll be delving deeper into other situation, the Delilah situation, etc., maybe in future. So don't forget to subscribe. Now, how did Leah navigate? So Leah was able to navigate because she was wise. As a woman, there is a timing. Okay, you have a biological clock, and then there's a time for everything. There's a time to marry, there's a time to conceive. So when you are already married, then it means that you need to focus, fulfill that season, for there is time for everything. Don't let it pass you by. You will be seeing women who didn't believe in the time. There's a time to acquire wealth as a woman, the time to get married as a woman, the time to raise children as a woman, the time to retire from work as a woman, etc. The time to have a husband, love a husband, nurture a husband, all those things. So if you get married within your 20s, etc., etc., then you should know that that is your time. You don't have to leave. Okay, because the next marriage, save this video, if you are in this situation and you doubt, you realize that it's going to be maybe even worse. Navigating and learning from Leah, we learned that Leah stayed regardless, and she thrived. She had her children, and that's all. The clue is stay married, have your children, nurture your children. Don't ever, when we spoke about Vashti in the previous video that before this one, we spoke about how Vashti was minding her business. Maybe she was doing the right thing. Leah also took that strategy. She was not a loved woman, but she stayed within closed doors. When she is called, she goes and she does everything. She knows she must cook, she knows she must nurture her children. Maybe the husband didn't love her, but when it's time to be with the husband, if he calls her, she makes herself available and all that. And that's how she thrived. So this is my word for you. Stay like Leah, navigate like Leah, learn from Leah. The Bible passage that I used as a reference is below. Kindly go through it and read exactly everything that is there and get a thorough understanding for yourself. Apply it to your life and share it with others. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye.